roam our land, disrupting the execution of justice. This prisoner has been tried, sentenced, and convicted in the Grand Courts of Heiberheim. Extremist scum! His disdain for the king's rule caused 2 gruesome deaths, called by the fiend the price of protest. Arosa determines that Earth elementals within Heiberheim deserve the same rights as we of the ice. He demanded that prison sentences given to those of the green and crown ought to be equally linked to those given to ice elementals. Preposterous. Because the king would not acquiesce to the madman's insane demands, the fiend retaliated. He broke into the prison and set free 3 high-security inmates, Earth elementals all, in protest. One of those prisoners went on to murder an innocent clog of ice. The other was savagely ripped to pebbles by a mob that yearned of his whereabouts. Tell me, oh pompous bloodbag, does such a sower of death and discord deserve freedom?
Indeed. This King Boreas seems to have used the law to silence a campaign for equal rights in his land, the lout.
Fancy that! An eternal sentence overturned by an ape. We'll snap your arms like twigs before we'll see that slime set free.
Trees, earth, ground, the smell of the wintry pines and soil. A whiff of fresh air after years of nothing but the glassy aroma of ice warming me in. I thank you kindly for freeing me, stranger. fighter and an equalizer in this tyrannical prison plane. One of the few willing to stand, rock solid, against King Boreas' many miscarriages of justice. The tyrant, master warden of this prison dimension of Fairy, exerted his power over we Earth elementals with an iron fist. For an equal crime, an icy thief or assailant would receive half the sentence of a mossy one. I protested. When it became clear that my demands fell on deaf ears, I took the law into my own hands and freed 3 of my kind from Boreas' prison chambers. For my crimes, I was encased in ice. Silenced then, but silent no more. Hyberheim, the eternal tundra, prison for the unwanted of the realm of Fairy. Here alone among the elemental planes, however, does Earth find prejudice at the hands of ice. Here alone do the elements rumble in unrest. Now, more than ever in Hyberheim, does this elemental unrest roil. This blizzard is most irregular, even among this eternal winter. And I feel within myself a tearing, a breaking of the normal sense of the Earth within me. Has Boreas slipped even further? Has his mind become somehow more corrupt? Huh. That hoary pig proclaims to hold the scales of justice over all of Fairy. But he's rigged the damn thing in favor of his own kind. The other monarchs of the Fairy realm, true leaders, elementals all, are loath to interfere with their mad brother and his ice prison. They ship him their criminals, and he deals with them according to his own mercurial laws. I don't know the name, but if she's an important prisoner, she'll have been taken to Boreas prison. It wasn't that long ago that I myself determined to break into that tyrant's house of prejudice. It was no simple feat, but worth every careful maneuver. And you expect me to help you, I suppose. Just because I risk life and limb for my people, doesn't mean I'll do the same for yours. Doesn't mean I'll do the same for yours. There's a tunnel connecting the prison to the world outside. Its entrance is located at the mouth of the Great Golem's head. There are more than a few around here, but there's a trick to locating this one in particular. Look out for the one with a tree sticking out of its right eye. Of that, unfortunately, I know nothing. If you make it inside and face the arch-oppressor Boreas himself, do give him a solid stomp, courtesy of we of the Earth. I'll soon fly to my homeland, away from this frigid wasteland once and for all. Tell me, is there anything else you'd like to know before I go? Ask, then, before I flee. I'll soon fly to my homeland, away if that's so. Then I must depart. I won't waste another moment languishing in an icy cage. Good luck, and farewell, friend.
Well, well, comrade, you certainly threw your weight around against those yappy hail nuggets. Talking snow. Pfft. I've never heard of a more ridiculous magic trick. Oh, here's an idea, comrade. You grab one, and I'll see how much of its face melts off when faced with a Medora brand belly belch. But the times are a-changin', aren't they, comrade? Old Medora's gotta expand her worldview to include every manner of ridiculous talking ice cream sundae and such like.
Who's that white-haired woman? There's something off about her. Makes the fur between the antlers prickle. Never look a gift golem in the mouth.
Watch the world burn.
crystal shatterer. Hyzir is in your debt for his freedom. I am beholden to you, yes, so much so that I will leave your liver where it is, and thereby is my debt erased. I wonder how you got here, a common human in the land of Fairy, upon the snowy soil of Hyberheim. You must have found a rift of some kind. Oh, very, very interesting. Ho, ho, ho. My pet name speaks for itself, does it not? I just lied, don't you know? Love to dig right into plump little bellies with my bare, clawing hands and drag the innards out into the daylight. Oh, the deep, deep satisfaction. To hear the howls of my ravaged honeys, to see them strewn about all inside out, and me standing over them, huffing, puffing, panting, pumping. Oh, the deep, sweet stains of satisfaction. Not the snowmen, no. Common humans like you, dressed in cloaks and heading for the castle of King Boreas. That can mean but one thing. They are taking her to his prison. She looked very inviting, by the by, this woman. One whose liver I could suckle for blissful hours. King? Ha! What a farce. A fool he is, for he is a jailer, and a jailer spends all his time in jail. A taker of freedom is he, and for what? Because some indulge in rather outlandish passions. Got a pig and bucket its blood to make black puddings with, then you're an honest butcher. Got a girl and do the same, then all of a sudden you're a maniac. Talk about your double standards. Only that it is a vast realm filled with soft, big-bellied creatures. And here was I just looking on, wanting, desiring, craving, lusting. Yes, I am beholden to you. I know of a way, for I was there once, sent to face the Iron Maiden. Of course, those silly snowmen had not foreseen I would not fit inside her prickly physique, so I was encased in crystal instead. Boreas himself brought me to his dungeon through magical means, but the wardens led me out through a hidden tunnel. Too sure they were, it seems. Too sure no crystal shatterer would ever pass by. I know where it lies hidden, this secret tunnel. The secret can be yours if you show me the rift. Yes, you must have come through a rift. Tell me, so I will be free to delight in the dance of disembowelment once more. Tell me, and the secret will be yours.
You sound like a psychopath yourself. Our mission is more important. We'll give him the spell to the rift. I know you to be true to our order. Be loyal and give him the spell.
No, do as I say and there's an end to it.
Suit yourself, little shatterer. The time has come for you to be shattered. It's time to claw and drag.
This death.
same realm. You'll have to look hard to find the way in to see him, but it's worth the visit.
After I started nibbling his carrot. I never can resist the temptation, you know? I'm Hopper, wooer of does, lover of carrots, and devotee of jumps and skips. Up to it. That's my motto. Clever, huh? This is the land of fairy, a vast realm of wonder. But sadly, you happen to be near its most charmless spot. The dungeon keep of the Fairy King, where the worst of all the worlds are gathered. Boreas is the king's name. He is winter incarnate, and ever since he's become the ruler of this land, we've been living in eternal snow. Luckily, my coat is as warm and cuddly as it looks, or my tender little ticker would have stopped hopping a long time ago. Nothing much. Only saw him once, and I nearly froze my tail off just looking at the cad. You had better bring some fire and brimstone to the table if you plan on having a hop with that insane icicle. If anyone's responsible for the mayhem around here lately, it's him. You're looking for a witch? Want her to turn you into a rabbit? Or a frog, perhaps? Those are good hoppers, too, frogs. Yes, I have a great respect for those fellows. Sorry, I tend to ramble. So, let me hop right to the point. If you're looking for someone here in Hyberheim, chances are they're locked up in the prison. The maniac Snow King Boreas keeps all prisoners sent to his realm locked up within. Your hopping days are over when he gets his hands on you. Let me think. A chasm surrounds the castle, but I know of a spot where it's narrow enough to hop right over. From the look of you, you'll probably end up as a red stain on the chasm floor, should you attempt that jump. But I guess it wouldn't hurt to show you the place I mean. Follow me.
It doesn't care.
Don't be daft. She wouldn't leave behind an immaculate.
All we do is sacrifice. What if we're sacrificed too?
Voila! Ta-da! Jump on this one, then that one over there. Hey! Don't look at me like that. Not like I promised you a magical bridge. Go on. The castle's but a hop away.
You've noticed that Woolgraf has been lingering by the dead body of the person you've just slain, watching his own reflection mirrored in blood. His face is set in a grim snarl, and his eyes are locked in a 1,000-yard stare. Woolgraf eyes both of you suspiciously. How can one dismiss the death of an innocent and the other express regret? Who in truth speaks for the Source Hunters, and who speaks in their own name only? Obviously still troubled, he waves his hand, signaling it's time to push on.
All we do is sacrifice. What if we're sacrificed too? Snow.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing here? You must be mad to venture out in this storm, unless you have a very good reason indeed. Oh, you're a friend of the We Immaculates were sent. The wind is a killer, though. Moving away from the fire likely means death. Do I look like a shopkeeper? No, I won't trade. But you have my attention. Fine, we'll trade. Talk to my friend over there. She handles the logistics. I wouldn't, in fact. Hyberheim it is called, or at least that is the name given to it by its ruler, King Boreas. I tell you, I've seen enough snow to last me a lifetime. My hands are numb, my feet are numb, my lips are blue, and I'll spare you further details about the rest of my anatomy. Were that a stronger sun could break Boreas' wintry spell.
Curse this constant snow! There must be some kind of way out of here!
If there is, I'm right behind you.
But for now, all we can do is wait and kill every elemental that comes close.
If I ever get a chance to speak to the conduit in person, I'll demand a right thorough explanation for why she saw fit to drag the lot of us into this frozen hell.
Coming back for us! What if the conduit doesn't care?
Bless the goddess and all, but what in the goddess's hells are we doing here anymore? There's not a living imp left in the place.
You're free to trade with us, Chief. Have a gander at my wares, why don't you?
Curse this
I'm immaculate, ain't I, Chief? Can't you tell? Got the blessing of the goddess written all over me, I have. Right good girl here, the goddess. Been chasing and cutting imps all day, I have. Barrel of laughs doing good by the goddess. No more mining in Silver Glen for me. I mind, Chief. I like pickles. Me. Don't mind getting stuck in a jam either. Yeah, we're up Snow Creek without a pedal, all right. But even here, I seem to find me some customers. That's enough for me.
Curse this constant snow! There must be some kind of way out of here!
If there is, I'm right behind you.
But for now, all we can do is wait and kill every elemental that comes close. What if they're not coming back for us? What if the conduit doesn't care?
Don't be daft. She wouldn't leave behind an immaculate.
All we do is sacrifice. What if we're sacrificed too?
Bitter, chill.
I strike with the full force of my convictions. Follow me!
Intruder spied.
force field looks impassable. Though surely there must be a way to get through.
awaits you. I'm freezing here! What if they're not coming back for us? What if the conduit
I'm freezing
doesn't
here!
care?
Don't be daft. She wouldn't leave behind an immaculate.
All we do is sacrifice.
I sense enemies nearby. Unending darkness.
A man-at-arms is always intense.
Don't even try to stop me!
icicle of torment.
Awaits you.
There won't be any wolves left in this land at this rate.
More's the pity. I needed that.
7 grant abundance!
Stitch in time, eh, my friends?
Bless the 7. I am restored.
Sweet relief.
I've spotted something interesting.
Thank the gods for our trusty shovel. The hatch.
May it lead us to the prison like we were told.
All at once, Woolgraft blocks your path and hands you a note. Beware! Mines by the dozens!
Innocent dugong! She nearly startled me out of my boots. Will you...
It's a mirage.
What's this? It looks strange.
Careful now, that's a trap.
Ambushed by a scoundrel.
good as a new penny.
Looks like we found the prison all
I
right.
spotted something interesting.
The White Witch must be around here somewhere.
If she hasn't been tortured to death in this hellhole.
All right, mate? Yeah? I'm Tyler, mate. What's your name, Sunshine? Ain't Rat Killer, is he?
Oh, what a fine specimen you are! How luxurious your contours! How lush your bearing and your beauty! Come to me, enter me slowly! Don't say that wretched word! A maiden I am, and a maiden I must remain. How terribly am I cursed! Cursed to crave the fires of desire, but forever unable to feel the lick of its flames, the thrust of its blaze. How many times have red-blooded men been invited to penetrate me, dragged into my embrace, kicking and screaming? But it is not I who is ecstatically pierced. It is them. I do not draw from them that which is meant to give life, no. Their life's blood instead. I am the thousand-robed celibate, the virgin of steel chastised with chastity everlasting. I do not know. The first time a helpless victim was forced into my many-thorned frame, and he wet me utterly with his blood, I suddenly sprung to life. Boreas says it is because of the stone my head is carved from, a stone from the stars. Its sanguine tastes animate my spirit and my lust.
I pity her, this Iron Maiden. Or rather, the girl's spirit trapped within. Her predicament is clearly demon-made. Nothing else could delight so much in the kindling of desires again and again, only to withhold them each time anew. If there is any way we can put her out of her misery, we should. For it is better to die than be enthralled by demon curses. You have an astute mind, Hunter. One that meanders through the marshlands of mundane morality with refreshing abandon. Many hold life to be a sacred thing, or worse, a god's gift over which only those self-same gods may preside. But life is neither God's given nor sacred, and when it is dragged into the dust by demons, our duty is to end it without a moment's pause. Do not forget,